that seems to be the real key where people seem to get stuck, is they find it hard to jump on a phone call. They find it hard to have a conversation. Um, and that I think that's one of the things I've noticed in people when I try and teach them to build a brand or attraction marketing, is they find it hard to communicate. They find it hard to attract people. They find it hard to make live videos, all these type of things. But they're such a big, important part if you're trying to sell a high ticket program. How would you tell people to get past those sticking points? How would you tell them to beat their fears, and shoot the live video or jump on a phone call with someone or create a conversation?
Sure. Well, you really in that situation just need to examine your reality, and ask yourself good questions like, is there a legitimate reason why I have this fear? Do I not want to get on this call today because I had a huge acne breakout? Is that a legitimate reason why I don't want to get on the call? Like, what's stopping me? Do I not want to get on this call because I hate anxiety and I don't want my voice to break? I don't want to stutter. I don't want to look like a big, giant, embarrassing idiot. So get real with yourself. Like, what is your reality? What is the reason that is causing you to not proceed forward? What is the true bottleneck? And the moment you're real with yourself, which is what I call it reality, you can begin to bend and change your reality. You can begin to say, all right, it's not the acne. I'm just afraid of this. Okay, how do I deal with that? Well, maybe try taking a big, deep breath and then, kind of just literally relaxing yourself and letting go of the outcome. Stop caring about trying to sell something. Don't even read a script. You don't have to be so uniform. You don't have to be a robot. Get on the call. Ask the person how they're doing. Did they have a good week? And thank them for taking time out of their calendar to meet you and speak with you. And then say, sure. So, what's your story? Like, what really has got you inspired and motivated lately? You don't have to be an amazing speaker to kind of get someone to talk about themselves. Most people I find will talk to you for days about what's going on in their lives because nobody else seems to care or ask them how they're doing. Sometimes friends and family do, most of the time they don't. So if you're having a fear of talking with somebody or don't know where to take a conversation or how to lead a conversation, obviously you can study these things, but I think that the thing that helped me is not really giving too much of a crap about the outcome of a conversation. If you really stop putting so much pressure on yourself, you'll experience relief. If you stop caring about when I get on consulting calls these days, it's really a breeze for me because I don't care if the person, wants my help or not. My real focus is seeing if they're able to be helped. And if you transition your mindset from A to that, like instead of worrying about whether or not you think you can help the person, which most people are afraid of these calls because they don't even think they can help somebody. They don't even think they can provide value. That's why they're nervous. If you're nervous about having a conversation, it's because you don't know if you can help the person and you're scared. You have a confidence issue about your ability to deliver. So you've got to work on that, and you've got to say, no, I can deliver. No, I have many reasons to have confidence. Let me list those. You have to say, I truly can help this person if they can be helped, if they have the ability to follow instructions, or if they have the ability to change their funnel when I drive the traffic through it, or I'll change the funnel for them so they get the best opt-in and the highest chance of sales. You got to hold those beliefs in your mind, and you got to, again, relevant. Like, ask yourself these questions. Why are we doing the call in the first place? Where should we, after I get to know them and we have a little bit of a small chat, where should I take the conversation gradually? What's the business focus? Like, obviously people just want the same things. They want success. Let's get more specific. Okay, they want sales on the solo ad campaign. Let's look at their funnel. Let's suggest some updates and give them reasons why we suggest those updates. And let's do those updates. Value right there on the call. Let's take payment, get a big nice solo ad order. Let's stick it in the rotator, make profit on our end. Let's get a testimonial. Let's get them referring their friends to us from that testimonial, etc. So when you're having a conversation, you've got to look at your reality and say, what's really the real reason why I get nervous? Is it because, if that's the reason, is it because I don't think I'm a good speaker? Do I think I'm bad at English? And if you really are bad at English, then get good at English. Okay, that's the reality. You suck at English. Get good at English if English is the primary language being spoken. Right? And if you want to have, you can't fake confidence if you don't know a language. Like if you wanted me to speak Spanish, I wouldn't be that confident right now. I can kind of do it, but I wouldn't be comfortable doing a sales conversation in Spanish. If I was trying to do that, I'd have to go learn Spanish like hardcore. So you've got to, if you want to get better at English, listen to people who are good at English and, internalize it. And then, so if you're not shitty at English, you're good at it, you can converse. then figure out, you think you're bad at sales, well, it's because you don't know what sales are. Sales is just asking questions, and relevant questions to inspire someone to think differently and then buy your product, because they're now different after they met you. They're going to be more different in a better way after they buy your product, because you've already given them value just by questioning. And all information products is just like 100 good questions with 100 good answers. That's what an information product is. If you sell a course, it's 100 good questions followed by 100 good answers. Sometimes there's bigger questions, there's more questions, there's deeper, longer answers. That's all it is. It's just the human information gathering process. So it's just Q&A. Everything is just Q&A, just like what we're doing right now. Exchange of information is Q&A.